Good morning, Anjan ma'am. So I'm here to tell you about what I'll be doing in my today's class. I have my first period in class 2 and I have to start the chapter verbs. So it'll take 2 periods, ma'am. For today, I'll be doing the explanation and definition of the concept. In the next period, I'll deal with the book exercises because I feel that if the concept is clear, then the child will be able to solve the book exercise on his or her own. They don't need help, and in case they have doubts, that also we can come to know if we deal with the concept first and then we start with the book exercises. So today no book work. Today we are just going to deal with the concept. So how I'll do, what I'll do, I'll be explaining here to you, and please give your inputs if you feel that I'm going wrong somewhere. So after entering the class, I'll first greet the children, I'll wish them, and then we'll do the prayer. Then I'll do the recap of the last class. In the last period, we have done articles a, an, and the. So I'll first ask my children a few questions related to that topic so as to know that whether they have understood articles properly or not. And today also, like before introducing the topic, I'll do one activity which is called Dam Charades. It will not be with the movie's name. It will be with these words. Okay, there are strips in this basket. I will carry this basket and these strips in the class, and I will divide the class into 4 groups. There are 4 rows in my class. There are 40 children, so I expect almost 35-36 are present every day. So I'll divide the class equally into 4 groups, and each row will select their representative. Now the child who has agreed to become the representative will come forward. We'll pick one strip from here, like the word is written walk. So the child will do the action. He or she will not say this word. He or she has to do the action, and the rest of the team members has to guess. So this 2 rounds of playing we will do. Like first round, the representatives will come and the team members will guess, and then the second round. With this, at least they will have some idea of what they are going to study today. And then I will introduce that we are going to study the topic verbs today. And what are verbs? I'll explain them. I'll give them the definition that verbs are the words which express an action, words which express an action, an occurrence, or a state of being. So I will give them this definition. I'll try to explain the concept. I will deal with various examples like eating, sleeping, jump, walk, laugh. So with this they can relate that whatever activity they have done earlier was related to this topic only. Then I will be showing them one video which is already there in my IFP panel in the classroom. So I'll be showing them a short video on verbs. It's an animated video, and so they will like it and they will understand the concept better. After that, I'll proceed further that like in nouns, they have studied the various types of nouns, common nouns, proper nouns. So here also we have different kinds of verbs. There are 2 kinds of verbs, regular verbs and irregular verbs. Now what are regular verbs? Regular verbs are those verbs which usually end with D or ED to show that the action has happened in the past. Okay, the action has happened before. This chapter also they have done in class 1, actions that have happened before. So it will be easy for them to relate. For example, close. The word is close. So close is an action. So if it is using D or ED to show that the action has happened in the past, closed. So it is a regular verb. Walk, walked. Play, played. They are using ED in the end, so they are regular verbs. Now what are irregular verbs? Irregular verbs are those verbs which do not use D or ED to show that they have happened in the past. For example, we say I go to school every day. I went to school yesterday. We never say goed, we say went. I eat my dinner at 8 o'clock. I ate my dinner early today. So eat becomes ate. We do not add D or ED. So these are irregular verbs. After telling them this concept of regular and irregular verbs, I will be showing them one PPT which I have personally made, and that PPT will explain them better with a lot of examples. After that, I'll give them 2 minutes to brainstorm and frame one sentence in their mind based on verbs. So each child will give me one sentence quickly. After that, I'll give them an assignment, and the assignment will be that I will give them one storyline, okay, a short story, short comprehension, and they have to underline the verbs there, and also they will make a list of the words in their notebook so that they don't forget. So this will be the assignment. Now I have to take the misconceptions also. I can't just go on teaching like this. So I'll have to ask the children whether they have understood, and I'm sure some would not have understood. So if the child asks me, "Ki ma'am, are doing words are only action words?" So no, only doing words are not action words. I'll have to make them clear that a state of occurrence and a state of being is also verbs. For example, we have having verbs, has and have. We have being verbs, is, am, are, and no sentence is complete without a verb. Then again, a child may ask me that, "Ma'am, angry, hungry, you taught us that these are describing words. So these are also action words." Then again, when you are angry, what do? You shout, you talk. So these are actions which you do when you are angry. So angry is a describing word. It is not your state of being. When you are angry, you shout. When you are angry, you beat. When you are angry, you fight. So those are actions. Angry is a describing word. When you are hungry, you eat. So hungry is not a describing word, and eat is the action word. So that is what I'll explain. After that, their exit ticket will be the game Simon Says, where I will do some action with the song Simon Says, and children will repeat the action with me. So I hope the class will be fruitful, ma'am. Thank you.